Welcome.
Here we are.
I'm nervous.
Good morning. How are we?
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first episode of Pitch Please.
Welcome.
Little intro. I'm Alan. I am a senior graduating in May, and I'm a pitcher.
I am Matt Weidkamp. I am a senior. I'm a criminal justice major. I'm also a pitcher, and I will be graduating in May as well.
Howdy there. I'm Braylon Pippin. I'm from Billings, Montana, out there. I'm a 7th year COVID red shirt, med red shirt, gray shirt.
All the shirts in the
All
world.
the shirts you can have.
But I graduated.
He did.
We're still here for some reason. We just love the game that much.
Yeah, and that brings us into the first section, the why. So I am a digital media marketing major, graduating in May, like I said, and I got asked to do a capstone project, and we're doing a podcast. My teacher said that she liked the way I did it. I think the project was 2 years ago, and she just liked the way I did it, and she thinks that that'd be fun. And as soon as she gave me the idea, I couldn't think of any other guys to do it with.
It really all just stemmed from when we vlogged. I think we had a little bit too much fun with that.
I think the vlogs definitely took off.
I really enjoyed vlogging. I didn't think I would enjoy vlogging that much.
See, but
we did it.
Everyone they wanted I want to live that vlog life.
let's
So
do
it. I'm not gonna lie, it's tough.
I'm sure, and best thing about it for you, people go to LA. You live in Cali.
I do live in California.
So-
Not that part of California, but I do live in California.
So he's just kind of like one of them
Exactly.
guys.
Whoa.
He's an outsider of LA. He's like, I'm not from LA, but I am from Cali.
I'm not even close to LA. I'm like a solid 6-7 hours from LA.
6'7". But at the end of but that's where we're gonna move then. So once we get famous, me and Pip, we're gonna fly down there, and
I don't think Pip's coming to LA. I think he might come visit, but he ain't staying there.
Yeah,
I can see you staying there though.
I can see myself.
I can't get behind moving to California.
I'd have to test it out for 2 weeks, see how.
Bare minimum, he's coming in. He might make it to Nevada. That's about it.
No, I would have to go past Nevada. I probably do dislike Nevada more than California.
I don't think so. Nevada's pretty great. A lot of great things you can do there.
You drive into Nevada, you look out the window, and there's nothing.
That's a good point.
You've actually
It's
been
dead.
out to
You gotta
Nevada?
go
I have, yeah, no.
Okay.
It's dead.
All right, let's start this off.
I mean,
We started the vlogs
Yeah.
here.
Right.
Series number 1 of the vlog that we hit, road series against York.
very fun trip.
Let's run through it. Quick little rundown here.
So, little backside information on that one. The York series got moved to Saturday, Sunday because I think it was just the cold weather, right?
Well, no, it snowed on Friday.
It snowed in Nebraska.
In Nebraska.
In York, Nebraska.
And so they didn't want to come here, and so we decided.
Well, I have quick clarification on that. Coach K let me know. Apparently the rule is if you can't, you're supposed to try to switch it to Saturday, Sunday first. You have to get the games in by Monday. But if you can't do that, then you flip locations.
Gotcha.
Just
I mean, all in all, it turned out to be just a great trip. Honestly,
It was a
looking
great
back
trip.
at it now, we got the bus. We got on the bus Friday, right? We left Friday.
I think it was
Yeah,
right after
we did
classes.
leave
Right,
Friday.
Friday after classes, drove up. What was it? Probably a
6.5
total of
hours.
6.5, 7 hours.
It was probably more than that total time, but driving time 6.5.
But you can't forget some of the just awesome stuff we did on the way there. We played some to me now it's new. It was new. Now it's not new, but it was new. Was the MLB name game.
Oh, it's a great game.
Great
Played
game.
some
Great
MLB
game.
name games. I had my first pizza ranch ever.
Oh yeah,
I forgot about that.
I
My very
forgot.
first
Yeah.
pizza
Pizza
ranch.
ranch
Pizza
experience.
Ranch is an Oakwood baseball staple.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is.
There's two things in life, and it's Oakwood's always going to hit a pizza ranch and Slim Chicken. We haven't done Slim Chicken yet, but pizza ranch so
We'll get
far.
We haven't
been to McPherson yet.
True.
Like to play McPherson,
True.
so we'll get some chicken. So you wait.
But I did enjoy it.
You can't forget the Cracker Barrel too. That's got to be in there.
Cracker Barrel is such a.
That and Chick-fil-A is two Oku staples.
Absolutely.
That was actually the first place that we ever went to have dinner last year. My first ever road trip last year was Cato. We went to Cracker Barrel.
That's right.
Yep.
We did go.
And I sat right in front of Mr. Noah Adams. I hope he's watching out there, man. I miss that guy.
So
Good guy.
let's go ahead and get into this game a little bit, though. I've got the stats pulled up. I mean,
Love
we
that.
got game 1 starter Evan 4 on the bump.
Doing his thing.
He honestly did incredible in this game, and
The-
as I remember correctly, like we probably should have put these guys away.
No, we 100% should have
Should've.
put these guys away.
Looking back at it, looking at the final score was 9-4. It did not. The game was not a 9-4 vibe. Evan,
No, it really
he gave
was
up.
not.
He gave up one run in the second, but it was just pure domination after that.
Oh, absolutely.
It was just him going out there, attacking early, getting strikes, getting the defense involved in it. 1, 2, 3, pitching efficiently.
Well, and then we had, I remember, I think it was the 6th inning, we had an opportunity to put them away. And we had runners on, could never score, could just never get that 10 run. And then we decided to, we gave them 3 in the 9th.
We made it interesting,
right?
that's for sure.
So it was a 9-1 ball game, and we couldn't push
Just
runs across.
2 more.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm looking through it, we only had 1 bomb.
That is, I like.
That's a little uncharacteristic.
I was gonna say
that really is.
Yeah, because I think we get that thrown around that we're the home run hitters only, or we can't win unless we hit home runs. That's not
Right.
true. It's not true.
I mean,
Our
we
hitters
still
are
win games, yes. I mean, do we typically put people away with the long ball? I would say as of this year, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
And so only seeing 1 home run in that stat sheet, that's...
But I feel like it's not putting people away, but it is 100% that spark that gets us going.
Yeah, for
Did
sure.
you notice we get the 1, and then it's just base runner,
Yep.
double,
Absolutely.
double,
Remember what Coach
single.
Murph said? When we win, it's because we walk. When
It's
we
true.
walk,
It's
we
100%
have
true.
some really good hitters that just know how to work the zone. And when we walk and we just keep making other pitchers work, and then that's when we do the big hit.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
That's when the big hit comes. But definitely, 9-4 final score. A lot of good stuff happened in that second inning. It was a 7-run inning. I think that's. I mean, you can't start a game off better when you're up 7-0.
No, you love that. But
Well, I mean, and I'm looking at this, we had
There was 4
we had 4 doubles,
Yeah, 4
in the
doubles.
second inning. And it's just, you gotta love offensive production
Yeah.
like that. Especially if you're Evan 4. You come out, you throw a 0 in the first, and then you get 7 runs in the second. Like, you gotta be going back on the mound just comfortable as all.
have to be.
Yeah.
Right.
And you know what they say, because the 1 run was just a solo homer. Solo home runs can't beat us.
Right.
I just think that we're.
Wise words
Yeah.
of Coach Kelly. You cannot win on a solo shot.
And I do love the fact that a lot of our pitchers keep that in their mind too. It's like, you give up a homer, oh well, but those don't beat us, and they never have, never will.
Can you guess who homered for us?
I'm gonna say it was Connor Hickey.
That's okay.
I'm looking at it, so
Oh,
I'm looking
that was
at
Connor-
it.
that is Connor Hickey. What a guy.
All right, let's go to game 2.
Aussie.
Game 2, we have
Game 2.
Michael Mendoza.
Yeah, that was Mendoza's
Showing us.
Maybe this is a 7-inning game. Gotta love that.
Oh yeah.
Turning a 9 into a 7.
Didn't get it away. We didn't get it done in game 1,
But
but
we did get it done in game 2.
Wow, it didn't. And it was a slow start.
Yeah, definitely.
First
slow
2
start.
innings,
Yeah.
0-0 ball
Actually,
game.
we're down. We were down.
Yeah. We were down 2-1, and then the third.
Going into the 4th and then put up 6. I mean, you go down by 1, put up 6 the next half. Like, you gotta love that, especially as a pitcher, knowing that your offense has got you like that. That's,
Oh yeah.
I mean, it goes back to the thing though. Same thing. Even though Doza gave up a homer, he just came back in and locked it in. He knew that we were just not gonna just stay quiet on the offensive
Well,
side.
and then you gotta look at it this way too. So he gave up the home run, and we're down, right? But he still came out and continued to get 10 strikeouts.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah, crazy strikeout.
Yeah. I remember I did the gun that day with Jack, and the Your guys. Shout out to them. They played well. They fought hard, but they were so hype after just a 2-run bomb. And I told Jack, the final score's gonna be like 12-2, 15-2. I just knew it
Right.
because I think
Yeah.
that's just how good we are on the offensive side. And I told Doza that after he got out of the game, I just knew that we were gonna go out there and
Right.
do it. Just go out there and
What
do it.
I think you'd really like to see from game 1 to game 2, you look at the line here. We go 1, 6, 4, 5, then 2. Like, that's such a big turnaround from the day before where you put up 7 and then, like, really struggle to get it going again.
Right. Well, and
Like,
then,
you just keep it going, you know?
Can I highlight the 7th inning homer by Stenny?
oh,
Oh, gotta throw
Stinson
that out there.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Stinson?
Stinson,
little
dude.
Exactly.
bullshit bomb.
Halfway
Yeah.
up the bleachers and
The ball was crushed.
The ball's crushed.
Hey,
along with the Jorge bomb on the roof.
Oh yeah.
That was
On the roof.
crazy.
Yeah, Jorge definitely just leaned into that one.
Yeah.
Well, and then I want to go back to this because when I said in game 1 we had 1 home run, and normally we put guys away on the long ball. Well, in game 2 we did put them away. It was 18-2.
100%.
We had 6 home runs.
In this game, yeah.
We had 6.
I think Jorge's was good, but I just read it and I remember now seeing it, the Louis bomb.
Oh, the Luffy bomb.
And Coach Kelly, as soon as we hit homers, run it, go first.
Yep.
Coach Kelly even looked at that one. I remember Coach Kelly. I was waiting for him to yell something to tell Louis to run because Louis admired it, but I think Coach Kelly was like, "Oh, that ball was that hard. That ball was because Louis crushed that one."
Yeah, no, 100%.
You also
a lot of good stuff there on the offensive side for us.
you like to look at the difference here too. Here, I want to see what this is.
Here, I'll say this before you can get that.
Okay.
I knew that we were gonna have a great day because it was Sunday morning, and I don't think I've ever seen us more just like live, having a good time speed drilling.
Right.
Yeah, that was.
I just remember
That was a football field
Yeah,
speed drill.
I see that 100% is a thing,
Mhm.
dude. The football field speed drills definitely hit different.
I remember vividly right now talking to Carson. I'm like, dude, have you ever seen us this hype for a speed drill? And he's like, nah, but it's over for them. It's over for them. It's just
Not wrong.
And it proves to show when we go in there into doing something from the get-go, from the beginning of the whatever it is, putting our shoes on, getting ready to go. It just carries over.
Right.
It just carries over.
Well, then, so I wanted to go back when you talked about when we win, we walk.
Mm-hmm.
So in the first 9-4 game that we had, when we should have put them away, we had 5 walks, which it's 5 walks.
5 walks.
In the game that we beat them 18-2, we had 11. Right. So it's kind of like correlation there.
Yeah.
I think so.
So we
100%.
really just need to start inducing the walks a little bit.
And I think we did a good job of competing against their guy too. That was their guy, right?
That was
He hit.
supposed to be their guy.
That was
Yeah,
their
and
guy.
he came out, first 2 innings, he put 2 zeros on us, and we just didn't stop. We just kept having good ABs. When you have good ABs after good ABs, it's just one of them's gonna hit, one of them's gonna fall.
Right.
All right, let's go to the game. We all
Game
want to talk about it.
3.
Game 3.
Ashton Luera.
7-inning
What a
game.
dog.
Ashton Luera.
Let's
Now, hang on.
hold
Before, have you seen personally with your own eyes a crazier game out of one guy?
No, that we talk about how baseball is like a team sport, and that day he shined.
It was just
awesome.
him.
Yeah,
It really
so
was
good.
just him. Like,
And if you don't know what we're talking about, Ashton Luera against York, 18 strikeouts in 7 innings.
just let me read the stat line for you. We got all 7 innings, 2 hits, no runs, no errors, no walks, 18 punch-outs. Only faced 23 guys and did it in 103 pitches.
That's just crazy.
Incredible.
Like, I just don't know. Like, how else do you show dominance in a game besides that? Like, 18 punch-outs in a 7-inning game.
I don't think there's a better way to do it.
I really don't.
I don't think we'll see another 18 or more strikeout game.
No.
For a while.
That's an MLB The Show, like, Road to the Show
Yeah,
character
that's
type
a-
line.
yeah,
that's a crazy line.
Someone put his fastball slider up all the way or something. I don't
Like,
know.
I'm gonna be real.
Attributes were off.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm doing that in the show.
No.
Like,
And he did it, and I think that last game York probably wanted to come out there and try to take one, salvage one for the series, to not get swept, but it's just right by you.
Well, then after the game, I obviously wanted to look it up and see how crazy it was. And Kumar Rocker did 19 against Duke in the postseason, but that was in 9.
yeah.
And Luera had 18. You can argue that if he goes 9, he might beat Kumar's record.
And you think about it too. This isn't the first time he's done this either.
No.
Like you think back to last year, conference championship against K-Dub. 11 out of the 12 guys he faces, he punches out.
That's right.
And then you just go to this, like this just adds on. Like this isn't K-Dub, but like, come on, man.
Well, and then there's another aspect too. He's just a 2-pitch mix kind of guy.
No, he only threw 2 pitches that day,
But he threw strikes. He threw strikes.
and the no walks. The
Exactly.
no walks to me is just crazy, bro.
When you have a fastball that's that firm, and then your curveball looks identical until it's about halfway, you're guessing every time you
And it's
it.
an absolute
They're
hammer.
guessing.
It's just a straight
It's
down
gross.
hammer.
It's gross. It makes me like thankfully remember that I'm not a hitter anymore.
Yeah.
I don't
want to face that.
I don't want to face that.
He's-
I can't even play catch with the
the
guy.
mound
No,
presence
I
is-
can't either.
I don't even want to play catch with the guy. I remember playing catch with him a year ago.
I did it once.
I played catch with him a year ago. Hit curveball out, and I thought I died. I thought I was in heaven when I caught that ball. I thought I was done.
So let's go into what we're really. Here's
Oh,
where the
yeah.
controversy comes in.
Right.
So their NAIA ball, you know, we
love them. First of all, love NAIA ball.
Yeah,
what they're doing for the NAIA is amazing.
They're doing so much for our division of baseball and the way we play and everything. They follow all around us. They have big time series against other schools that they like showcase.
100%.
But I think they missed one.
I 100% agree they missed one.
I think when you look back at what he did, and then you look at what the other guy did. No, we're not gonna name names. We don't do that here. No names. But my guy's better.
Right.
Oh, my guy was better.
So, but can we say like
we could give a stat line.
The guy gave a what was it? It was a 7-inning.
Yeah.
No hitter
no
with
hitter.
5 strikeouts.
Strikeouts.
Like a round of applause to him.
Yeah.
No hitter is
one walk. Only one walk.
Yeah.
a no hitter is not
Absolutely.
easy by any means. But
when you're thinking
when you have a record-breaking strikeout game that you're never going to see in your entire
100%.
life ever again,
and the award goes to the pitcher of the week, somebody who just straight up earned the spotlight.
right?
He had 18 strikeouts, man.
I know. Well, and then the controversy here is a lot of people were saying, well, it's a no-hitter, like those don't happen very often. I mean, haven't we seen like 6 no-hitters so far this year?
Yeah, I think we finally got the first 9-inning no-hitter this last week.
And I think that was number 6 on the year for the NAIA.
For a guy from Hope who this is a solid 9-inning no-hitter, which I'm not taking anything away from the 7-inning no-hitter. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's cool to do that.
100%. But like, I feel like you at least got to throw in this guy just punched out 18 and 7.
Yeah.
That's 6 innings of base play. 6 innings in a 7-inning game. He punched out every guy for 6 innings.
Yeah. It's why bring up bat at that point?
Exactly.
And I'll throw this in there for the other guy too. Guy's a freshman.
Good for him.
So, I mean,
Kudos.
yeah, you got to tip your cap to that. I mean, dude's a freshman in a no-hitter, 7-inning no-hitter. But like, I feel like my animal has to include Ashton.
They missed. They just missed out. And the thing that's funny to me is Ashton won the NAIA play NAIA pitcher of the week.
Yeah,
but NAIA ball didn't want to give it to Ash, which is just okay. Make up your mind.
I feel like you don't even have to just give it to him. Maybe throw in that could you throw in 2?
Yeah.
Honorable mention.
Do you throw in 2 guys?
I don't like that.
You don't
I still think my guy's better.
But do you think maybe 2 guys that week?
I guess I could see. I would. I guess I could live with that more.
I could. I know. I feel like you just can't. You can't leave him out. You can't leave him out. Like, you have to find a way to not leave him out.
No. And the only thing that gets crazier from his stat line is probably the craziest game ever.
The game after.
Coach Kelly before this game said that this was something crazy was gonna happen, and that guy never misses, huh?
No, he doesn't.
Definitely
because something
not
crazy
true.
happened.
I can firmly say that was probably the craziest game I've ever been a part of. I don't know about you guys.
Oh, I mean, I was very much a part of it. I was very much.
Can we get back to you?
Oh yeah, sure.
We'll get back to you. Matt.
I don't think I've been a part of a game like that. No.
And I don't know if you guys don't know about this, or maybe I'm sure maybe there's some of you guys that are watching this have probably heard about it. We played the first of 3 game series against Tabor. Game 1 at their place, and it was a 4 or 5 hour.
But
4 hour game.
it was the Monday after our last game.
Yeah,
against,
right after.
It was the next
3
day.
Yeah.
Right.
4 games in 3 days.
Yeah.
Not
Not undoable.
but not what you want to do on the road.
Right. Yeah.
And not only did we as soon as we got done with York, Coach Kelly was like, we got to pack our bags, we got to go. As soon as we got done, we got some
That KFC, man.
We got some KFC.
And shout out to my boy Zachariah. I hope he's feeling better. He got food poisoning after that.
Dude, that KFC did not hit. I hate to say it. Like,
Oh,
the coaches get us right with food, but
what would you rather do though? Would you rather eat that KFC again or go back to that Chinese buffet?
I'm going to the KFC.
I'm murdering some chicken.
I think I'm gonna go with y'all. The KFC is better. I'm a big mashed potatoes guy, but
it was
that
rough.
Chinese buffet, York, Nebraska Chinese buffet.
I think the only thing rougher
Nah,
after
dude.
the toilet after the KFC was probably this York game, or no, this Tabor game.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
This Tabor game.
And before we go to the Tabor game, I'd like to say that I really enjoyed watching Pitch Perfect with you guys.
Oh
That was an exquisite.
Yeah.
Yep.
We
had
did watch a
night.
horror movie film though.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Scary
yeah.
Scary
No,
movie
can't
right there.
watch
The
that.
Notebook.
Still have nightmares
That
about
is
that.
scary.
Yeah. Can never watch it again.
I never will.
Never will.
Shout out to Fraser on that one.
Yeah. It's his bit. It's his bit. I do enjoy that we're a bit team, by the way. We're a bit team. We have a lot of bits.
I would go as far as saying we are the best bit team in the NAI.
the bits of the bits, for sure.
I don't know if there's a ranking for that, but I feel like we're number one.
Oh, number one in my
Just
ranking,
don't
for
ask
sure.
NAI ball about it.
No,
No.
we're not throwing shade at NAI ball. We love NAI ball.
We love what they're
We just
doing.
think that they missed
We
one
do.
time. That's it. One time. One mistake.
It's just gonna haunt us forever.
I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna haunt anyone.
It's alright. There's gonna
I
be.
really
They're
don't-
definitely gonna post us again soon.
I really do not want to look up this Tabor game.
I'm on the box score and looking at it, man. So I did. So now
you feel like you're back at Tabor. Like can
I'm
you
getting
feel the
like
wind?
I can feel the wind. Yeah,
Ah,
yeah. It's directly in my face.
So it
The
was.
slider is not sliding.
You hate to see it.
Oh, so it was 4-hour game, longest game I've ever been a part of. I
Not
did
gonna
play,
lie, it felt
but
like
I
6.
felt like I lived every moment of that.
It felt like 6 hours.
Yeah, definitely was a long one. We'll start off with this. It was a long day for Mr. Pip, right?
Why don't we start with that? Why don't we start with the
Because-
run line?
Yeah, no, hold on. We were the away team. We start with how we hit. We put up 5 runs in the first.
Yeah,
Yeah. What a start. But then
but then
I come out on the mound.
He's Scotty P.
Give up, what was it, 2 home runs?
in the first,
In the first.
first.
I think it
Yeah.
was 2 in the
Yes,
first.
yes, first.
Yeah.
Yep.
Slider wasn't sliding.
It was not.
No. And the wind was blowing.
The wind was blowing.
I think, yeah. Just thinking about yesterday's game at Tabor and that first one, every fly ball, a lot of the fly balls that were hit yesterday, we all thought off the bat. These are
PTSD.
bombs. Oh, yeah, it was just,
Yeah,
these are bombs.
absolutely.
I wish
And
I
then-
could relate.
They would just be normal fly balls. But going back to that first game, it's just like, oh, that ball now has no chance of going out. And it was a bomb. It was out. Like, not like it wasn't even a wash gripper, it was just out.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just that game was so crazy.
And then we go to the second inning. You know, I come back out. I get a big 0, right?
Big
So I'm,
zero.
I'm feeling a little
Big zero.
confident. I'm
Hey,
feeling a
guy
little
woke
confident.
up. He's back in the game.
Exactly.
He's
I'm
ready to
feeling
go.
it good.
We thought Pip had it right there. Ooh.
Oh,
We get 2?
Dexter makes an incredible play at third.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
I remember that.
That was an incredible play.
That's probably one of the highlights of that or of that game too. To
Yeah,
me. I remember the dugouts were pretty close at Tabor,
very close.
and so I remember just chilling over the railing, and I like see the slow motion,
Mm.
bare hand,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great
and
play.
it wasn't even close.
It got me excited for him.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I wanted to give him a hug and say, good job, son. Like,
I think what sucks too is that we put it like it's such a crazy game that kind of got like faded
Yeah,
out
for
at the end.
sure.
But like
Yeah.
that was definitely one of the highlights of that game.
No, it's a good play because
It's a great play.
yeah, it's a good play just because considering what happened in this game, a 0 in that like a 0 for that game felt like it was impossible.
Yeah.
no, it did. It really did. I mean, there's only, I guess there were 7 zeros. But the big innings were big innings.
Oh yeah, they were.
They were very good.
So, and then we go to the third inning, and this is where I really...
We put up a 2 spot. We did
Yeah,
put up a
we-
2 spot.
on a Jorge bomb, right?
Love that.
And then I give up 11. No, I didn't give up 11.
I don't think you
that
gave
was a
up
shared
11.
inning.
That was a shared
Yeah,
inning.
you definitely was shared.
But I didn't get an out.
No, you did not.
You did not
No.
get it out. Yes,
That's okay, though.
that is true.
It's not really okay, but it's okay. So what do we got here?
So after that, after we were up 7 to what was it 2 or 7 to 2? No, 7 to 3.
7-3.
We came back into the dugout after that half inning, and it was 7-14. We were down 7.
Things are
But-
looking grim.
Yeah, at that point, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of like, man, what's gonna happen? And I remember Coach Kelly telling us that we had to stick together. And then what did we do that inning right after, man?
We just
We put up a 10
Put up a
spot.
10.
Highlighted, and if I remember correctly, highlighted by a Victor Sanchez grand slam.
Oh, yeah.
gotta love
A
that.
Chicho Sanchez grand slam, man. And it's just so funny because, let me see, I want to say in that 11-run inning, I think Victor might have had an error, and so it was only right that he came back and hit that
Oh,
slam.
yeah, right.
And just the way it happened too, I remember it was a first pitch ball, and then he came out first pitch from the new guy in the bullpen, and he just looked like he took a really bad swing, and their dugout was like all hyped. They thought that they had Victor where they wanted him, But then Victor just Victored. He Victored it. Just put a great swing.
All right.
Oh man, I remember, like, just as soon as he hit it, all of us knew it. The whole dugout knew it. We knew that.
Oh, we knew it off the bat.
Yeah, it's just, and then the vibes were hot. The vibes were back in our dugout.
Yep.
And man, it was just a crazy game, but it just felt like we knew we had to do more though.
Right.
It just because just the conditions of that game, it just like, well, we got to go back out there and keep doing more. We got to keep adding more, just because they could do the same thing again.
Mm-hmm.
But shout out to, I think, who threw that fourth? I think that was was that Jack?
That was Jack Stengel.
Stengel did a great job. He came out, did really well.
He shined in that game for
He
sure.
really did.
Well, and then you also came in and closed out, and I thought you did the best out of anybody that could have went out there. So
Beautiful. Man.
I'll take
I don't really want to
you
blame
looked
you.
really
You actually
good.
sucked. I don't want to blame you.
No, you looked really good.
You
out
got the
there.
save, so that means something.
But here, that just doesn't make sense though. Because we were up by 9.
Right.
But like, I mean, I'll take it.
No, the save,
But
the
like-
save stat does not. But
I mean, the first Jack Stengel dub.
Yeah.
That's where that in.
Congrats. That's his first of the. That was the first one for him as an OGU, right?
I believe. Yeah.
it could be career. I don't know if he's a starter.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't know. We'd have to
It
ask
might
him.
be,
Yeah.
actually.
It could be career. So we got a final score of 28-19, and obviously 11 home runs for the Eagles.
When you hit home runs, you're gonna win.
11 of them. 11 home runs. Now, so
can we go back
to
what
make
we
it
were
sound
saying?
even crazier,
We
we hit 11. We have 12 walks.
Yeah.
But to make it sound even crazier, we hit 11 home runs, which is just astronomical, right?
Yeah.
Unheard of. Tabor also hit 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
21 total jacks on the day.
But
When does
it
that
was-
ever happen?
Yeah. I don't.
And that's why it's the craziest game I've ever been a part of. I've never seen a game like that. Just, the way it happened, the way that we were up, then they came back up by a lot,
Yeah.
and then we just go back out there and do it again, and then it just kept going back and forth
Yeah. It just never.
until he came in.
Until he came in. 2 zeros in a row.
I still give my one pop fly to center that didn't leak out.
Right.
But
Shout out Rayvon Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then before we even move on from this game, there's one person that stood out, and I know you know who I'm talking about.
I think we might be on the same page here.
We should be. Mr. Connor Hickey.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
Have to.
Yeah, you're
have
right.
to shout out this.
What did he have? He had 4 home runs, didn't he? 3?
I think it was
Just
just 3.
He had 3 home runs and a double, 9 total RBIs in a single
Yeah,
game.
he had 9 RBIs that day.
This
Crazy.
caps off the craziness of this. Honestly, just a crazy road trip.
Right.
To be honest with you.
It was a fantastic road trip. Fantastic road
fantastic.
trip. I don't think I'll ever forget the way that the whole weekend happened. Just from the moment we started vlogging that Friday, the road trip to there, the 2 dubs or the 3 dubs at York, and then just us coming back, getting some good sleep that night at McPherson, half-hour drive to Tabor,
Right.
and then just doing what we do. Just keep competing. It was definitely
We played some good Oakwood baseball.
It was
Yeah.
some good Oakwood baseball.
It was a good win, a good series,
Good trip.
good trip.
Absolutely.
In the good words of Coach Kelly, it was a good series, good trip. Man. Definitely unforgettable. And I think it got the game was so hectic that they were updating it on any eyeball, right, and Twitter.
I think so.
Mid-game.
I think they updated. I know they updated the very end. I don't know about the mid game.
I think they were.
I know they talked about
They were
the final
tweeting.
score.
Yeah, I think they were tweeting about it mid game, just how crazy it was, or
They're not
boom.
wrong.
You
Yeah.
pre, mid, or post?
No, that was the question. That was the question. I think it was a really good question. Really
I
good
don't
question.
think that's what we're talking about.
No, I don't. We're here.
We all know.
But now, where do we take this?
Oh.
Where do we take this now?
Can we also talk about our new love for high chews? That was
Oh
cool.
my
We
gosh!
started
I
high
gotta
chew.
bring that up, right?
Yeah, that was part of the trip.
Absolutely.
Since you're the one who inspired us all,
Yes,
run us through. I wish we had some here with us.
We really should.
we should have some
Yeah.
high chews. We need
High
a
chew.
bowl. That's what we're gonna do next video. We're gonna have a
Have
little
to.
bowl of high chews.
I got it.
Run us through, teaching us the way to do it properly.
Right, okay, so I'm from Montana. We do things a little differently, right?
100%.
So, who had bought the initial bag of high
I
shoes?
think it was you.
Was it you?
I think it was
you?
me. Yeah.
It was you.
And then, when I first noticed it, was you gave one to Zero. and he starts tearing it apart. And I look at him in honest disgust.
Yeah, there was a look of disgust.
That's the best way to put that.
Like, I don't, like, you were there.
Yeah, I was sitting next
I
to you.
don't think I could have been more disgusted. And he looks at me just dumbfounded. Why are you mad at me? I said, why are you opening a high chew like that? And he's like, what do you mean? How else do you open a high chew?
Well, then
said,
I turn back and look at you, and I'm like, wait, what do you mean?
Yeah.
How else do you open a high chew?
Well, for my entire life, I had never opened a high chew like that. You always just push the high chew to the end of the wrapper and you pop it in your mouth. It's just fast, simple, and then you avoid extra trash sometimes if you over tear.
True. It took me a while to get the hang of it, but
I honestly,
Is it revolutionary or what?
I don't want to open it any other way now.
Yeah,
I definitely.
but here's my thought now. How many other candies can we do that?
Maybe that's a segment.
Maybe we got to look into that. But you're the first person I've ever seen do that.
But see, that's the crazy thing, because on the flip side, I've never seen anybody open a high chew any other way.
And what's funny is when we talked to the whole team about it, or the rest of the team that got high chews.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
no one
I
else
was the
knew.
only one who
You
did
were the
it.
only guy who knew.
Yeah.
But I had also, I have never seen anybody tear open a high chew, ever.
Ugh, that makes me think of Laffy Taffies.
Ooh.
Can't get those wrappers.
You
Never.
can't do that. They have no air in them.
Exactly.
There's no way you could pop them.
I just hate. I remember, having the Laffy Taffy in my mouth and just doing that with it, trying to get it out, and you just can't do it. What else, man? That was a fun trip. High chews was definitely up there.
Close your earbud. Quit dragging it on.
Nice.
Are we though?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, man.
I mean, we could bring up Dr. Weaver's question.
I was gonna say, we could talk about pet peeves, because there's been one that's been on my mind.
Go ahead. Get it off your chest.
Okay.
Hopefully those make you
On
feel
some
better.
Peter Griffin, what grinds my gears.
Ooh, grinds my gears segment.
Grinds
We
my
love
gears.
that. No, what I'm talking about, have you guys ever, you have a friend, or in my case, it's my sister's boyfriend. He does this all the time and it drives me crazy. But it's someone that's played 1, 2, maybe 3 years of high school baseball and then have never played since, or they've never played baseball and they just play men's league slow pitch softball.
Yeah.
And then they come up and talk to you like they know ball.
Oh,
Mm.
yeah. I know what you mean.
Don't. Yeah. No.
They try to be.
They try
to be like one of us. in a
Right,
sense.
that's
Yeah.
what I'm talking about, and it's so hard to talk to them because then they act like they know more than you sometimes. Like the guy plays shortstop for men's slow pitch softball in Montana.
Hey, they can hit the ball hard.
They do. But he comes up to me and he's like, "Man, I'm telling me about how to play shortstop." I'm a pitcher, sure, but I feel like I got more infield experience.
I was gonna say a lot of us growing up were two ways. I was
Yeah.
a big first base guy, lefty. I'm sure you.
I was a two-way.
This guy was a JUCO
Till I
player.
got
This guy plays JUCO.
I did two-way for my first year. I mean, you two-way for two, but
three.
Three.
I had the extra year. I had the COVID year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it just grinds my gears.
I mean, in that topic.
I feel like that, but you get those people too, and then you're like, oh man, I would have played college.
No, that's what gets
That's what it
me.
leads into.
I know.
100%.
It's
And
just-
then you think about all the injuries we got right now.
Oh,
on this
yeah.
team.
I mean,
We could talk about yours for most of the year, right?
Right.
Guy switched arm slots. And now he's back, which is what matters. But
now we go.
Battling a torn labrum, and you're just like, I'm gonna throw sidearm because why not?
I think it's funny because yesterday, training room. Me, J-Mo, Chase P, Caldwell, Evan. 5 guys right there.
Right.
5 guys. We get hurt, and we go through some stuff, but we still go out there and we take care of business.
you got to.
Sunday Leaguers ain't doing that. Sunday Leaguers are not doing it.
They're not getting on the train.
Yeah.
They're not driving past it.
Well, they're going to a trainer. Slightly different trainer.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
Usually just.
Probably ice.
I wouldn't even say that.
Probably not.
I'd say they're throwing something on ice.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, but they're not a semi.
The metaphorical throwing it back.
Right.
Gotcha.
That's what I'd say.
I was also gonna
Pause.
say. I was also gonna say they don't have the semi-pro vibe. Remember that? Remember that weekend you called us the semi-pro team. Just by the way we traveled and the way.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, we definitely, the way that our team goes about our business, it really does feel like semi-pro. Well, there was that one span where we were on the road for 9 of 12 days.
Yeah, and
And it just never felt like we were home.
and I think that just goes to show, like, Coach Kelly tells us to have a professional way about the way we do things.
Sure.
That's
We
professional.
were going
Yeah,
from hotel to hotel. When we were in Florida, we were at 3 different hotels
Mhm.
in the same spot. Like, we were just going and going and going, and it's just, it felt like we were just, it was a job, and we didn't have anything else to worry about.
Yeah,
But,
very fun job.
oh yeah, love it.
I mean, just
Not getting paid for it.
man, I wish we could.
I mean, kinda.
I mean, yeah, just a
Well,
just a little.
Shout out
Don't keep
Fraser.
me apparently.
Okay. So, you want to bring up the Weaver question?
Yeah.
Do we, or
I think we
What do you
should.
hear?
I don't have any
Well,
research on
here's the
it.
thing,
That's
though. I don't have research.
I don't
and-
either.
But the only one that has a girlfriend here is him. So
Okay,
I
but
didn't
you're-
tell
you're
Weaver
just-
that.
You're throwing it to me, but you two, you got it with the ladies.
I know.
You do.
He does.
He does.
He
I do
does.
not.
He
That's,
does.
that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Don't give
Don't
me
give me
apparently.
apparently. It is a common perception that baseball players attract the hottest women. Oh, before we continue, Dr. Weaver asked us to cover the topic of why do baseball players get the most attractive women?
Ooh, can we do that? Can we have like a Weaver question before every game?
Yeah,
Every
we
podcast?
could- we could throw
This
that
is
in there.
Weaver.
I like
This is
this.
wise questions with Wendell Weaver. I like that. We'll probably work on the name, but as of right now, it's wise questions from Wendell Weaver.
We just call it Weaver 101.
Maybe we should have him call us. Hey, Dr. Weaver, what's the question for the day? Oh man, I think we'll talk to him, or maybe we can have him or Professor Lynn.
So I can't find
She was
anything-
there and she liked the idea.
I can't find anything crazy on here, but
Let's start with the question.
the question. So Dr. Wendell Weaver, great guy,
Fantastic teacher.
absolutely, asked us to cover the topic of why do baseball players get the hottest women. Now I'm not going to sit here and say that he's correct on that question.
I'm not gonna tell him that he's incorrect either.
That's true. Because, we don't want to be egotistical airheads saying that we get all, because, to be fair, I'm sure a lot of sports get that, right? I don't know why it was just baseball this time.
I don't know if you can say that about all sports.
I didn't say all. I said a lot.
I still don't think you can say a lot.
But if I'm going to throw my 2 pieces in on this question, or my 2 cents on this question, I do want to say I think part of it is money. Baseball is one of the only sports that doesn't have a salary cap.
True.
Yeah.
True.
So players are commonly paid more than anybody,
Yeah.
I would say. And then that can contribute to a different kind of lifestyle.
I will also say that, and this is coming from this guy, Cora, wherever this guy.
That's got to be reputable.
He says teamwork is a factor.
Good communication skills,
Exactly.
potentially.
Because when you think about it, how many guys do we have on the team? There's at least,
Gosh, we got like
at
40.
least, huh?
You
Put the
count
roster.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking the whole roster.
Whole roster.
It's got to be. It's over 40, yeah?
Yeah,
Oh no, if we're counting
It's
You talking
varsity
about freshmen
JV
too?
freshmen,
Yeah.
oh, we're close to 100.
I think you just do it just the varsity.
Okay. Well,
I think you're
We
50.
got about 40, 50.
but we all get along so well, and we fit in with different types of circles. Before I came here freshman year, I would say that I had like a very, very like minimal perspective of like just the way different people do different stuff, and the fact that our baseball team, we have, I would say 55% of us are from Cali.
I don't know.
You might expand that one. Well, it used to be.
And so I've learned-
I don't think this
I've
year.
learned so much more about how y'all do stuff.
Oh, true. No,
So I
agree
just
with
think that, and then in that sense, when we go hang out with other people, in this case, when we hang out with girls, when we're hanging out, just talking to them, we also play that part in a sense where a little bit of you comes out of me, when I'm talking to somebody, because I just hang out with you guys. Or a little bit of
that
Montana
makes
comes
sense.
out.
Right.
I feel like part of it though is just a culture. I feel like it's just an American thing.
And that's what they say, right?
Like I feel like it's just baseball's America's sport.
Mhm.
Like I think that's what the girls are just. I don't know. I really don't know. I feel like we don't have a girl to really like. I feel like we can't answer this question. One, because we're biased.
True.
Two, we're not women.
Thankfully. Glad
Wow.
I'm really glad about women, because then.
Did I hear someone say you're a misogynist?
Wow.
Who said that?
I mean, if I were a woman, I couldn't play baseball.
That's true.
Exactly, right? That's what I was getting at. He wants to make it political. But I feel like what would we, Now this is to Coach or to Dr. Weaver, but what would we tell a girl? Why did they think, or why is that we get the hottest girlfriends?
I think we have to. I think this has to be a question for a girl though, because like if you just go out there, you look on TikTok.
Is it the
right?
eye black? Is it the eye black?
Maybe.
You know? Is it the eye black?
But
Guys,
you go on TikTok, you go on Instagram, and you see all these TikToks from different girls, and you're like, all this whole checklist thing.
Right.
Baseball
Oh,
player.
yes.
Why? Like, I don't know.
Is it the pants?
It can't be.
It could be the pants.
It cannot be the eye black. When have you let?
really good at pants. This guy looks really good at pants, for sure.
Pause. It can't be the eye black. When is the last time you saw someone in eye black
John Mingus.
and thought, this guy's really drippy?
John Dominguez.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I'm just not a
You
big
think
eye
he's
black-
drippy in eye black?
Yeah.
I think eye black's gone. I think the
I
only person
really
that can
do.
really do
I
it is
agree.
Bryce Harper, and that's because he makes it look.
No.
I don't even
no.
think he can do it though.
I think eye black's so cool.
You know who can pull it off? I'm gonna throw his name out there. College Burnout. That guy can pull it off.
I don't like this
No.
stuff. I don't like
Because
this
he
stuff.
just throws it on there like
Yeah.
it's a face scrub.
I think Louis does some good eye black.
I just don't like eye black.
I mean, is it-
Oh,
is it just a Latin-
Alejandro has some good eye black.
Is it just a Latin player appearance or what?
What you trying to say?
All the people you described are Latins.
No, yeah. I mean,
Every
I guess,
single one. Oh, but the white guy can't do it.
Hey man, I'm not telling you can't do it.
No, you just said Bryce Harper.
No.
You said Bryce Harper couldn't do it.
No, I said I think that eye black's so cool.
Oh, okay.
No,
I don't think it's in. I think it's
no,
gone.
he's what
I think it's gone. I think it's gone.
Can we?
You know what is in? Wearing as much body armor as you possibly can, towel in the back pocket, and 2
Sliding man.
leggings.
Yeah. It's
Why?
the C
I don't
flap.
get it, yeah.
About 40 chains.
Oh, big fan of the C flap. That definitely has drip.
I don't like it.
But-
I don't like it.
What do you guys? So on the same topic, what do you guys think pitcher drip is? Obviously, we don't
Pitchers
pitch
can't
with
get drip.
We don't.
I
disagree.
I disagree wholeheartedly.
I disagree.
How are you getting your drip? What are you
Chain,
wearing?
Glove.
That's it.
The glove.
Okay,
glove
that's it.
for sure.
That's it.
The 3/4 sleeve that you pull
Yeah.
off.
Okay.
I only got
That's it
those
though.
sleeves.
We don't get anything else.
Cleats.
You can't wear sleeves.
Cleats. 100%.
Everybody can wear cleats though. Like that's what I'm saying.
No,
like what do
no,
you're
you-
saying
no.
you're saying
I'm saying what do
specifically.
pitchers have that the hitters can't have? Right?
I don't know.
Oh,
Nothing.
but I think in that sense,
And the hitters have so much that the pitchers can't have.
when you see a drippy pitcher, it's more about what he does.
True.
More of like a vibe thing, or more like an energy thing.
It's an aura thing.
Yeah.
100% is an
Aura
aura thing.
farmers. Shout out
Yeah.
Aura farmers.
I think also the Eagles this year, we are some aura farmers.
Here we are.
I know.
Absolutely, we are. Talk about me leaving the hotel room with you guys to go to Walmart or Wendy's or something, and I'm wearing my blue light glasses.
Oh yeah.
Not
Oh,
even
we went to
prescription.
McDonald's.
They're not even
Yeah,
prescription.
I remember we went
Yeah,
to
that was
McDonald's.
one.
I wore my glasses that
They're
day.
not even prescription.
Look cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Aura farming. Got it.
I know I'm not doing it.
Hey, I'll tell you this, man.
I'm just being me.
It gets really hot out there sometimes. You will always see me in that dugout with a hoodie.
That's true.
I didn't know that.
I
He
really
always
have,
has the hoodie on.
I always have, he knows, yeah. I always have a hoodie or I have the pullover. Or I have the DP top.
I honestly didn't think about that until you just said it, but that is true. He never doesn't.
It's,
have
I'm
something
just
on.
chilling over the railing, bro. I know I ain't gonna play. I will also say, pitchers on off day, having
Oh.
some, yeah, you know where I'm going with it?
Yeah.
Having some cool shades on.
Oh yeah.
Definitely, that's
Have
a
to-
PO
have
thing.
to.
That's PO drip. Oh yeah, that's a PO
I feel like
drip.
just shades period though is like you see any of us in the dugout, he ain't throwing. We're not hot.
Shades on. Yeah.
Shades are on.
Oh no, yeah. Off day, I'm aura farming. I'm
Exactly.
getting as drippy as I can. I'm getting the white forearm sleeve, the
Mhm.
3/4. I'm getting the
I'm
tweeners.
also a big fan of Michael Miller. The cuffed, right out with the syrups.
Mm.
The tweeners. That's
think
pitcher
so.
drip. That's pitcher drip.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't like. See here's why I got rid of. That's why I got rid of the Adidas pants. I don't like the roll. I feel like it just bunches up and it's just like
You gotta tape it.
maybe.
Not the Adidas pants. You don't take the Adidas pants.
I don't tape any pants. I'm more of a rubber band guy.
Mm.
I just put the rubber band over it and just.
I've just been rocking the Nike, like
Mhm.
long Nike pants. Especially, I just they look good.
Yeah. I mean, I will say you look good out there.
I
Yeah, I'd say you look good out
Do I
there.
need
I
to
appreciate
leave?
that.
I also
Do I
think.
need to leave?
I also think though, like when I think of a pitcher that has aura, I'm a Yankee fan. Marcus Stroman. That guy has.
That
aura.
guy's just
No,
an
he does
aura
too
guy,
much.
period.
He does
Yeah.
too much.
I
But
don't think so.
everything
My opinion
but
is-
everything that we said he has. He has the sit glove. He has the sit cleats. He has the 3/4 sleeve. And he rocks a headband. You rock a headband?
You know,
Yeah.
But
That's
I think
pitcher
you
drip.
also got to throw Luke Weaver in.
his
It's
it's not picture drip. He just has aura. I think he has aura.
Yeah.
See, I think. I mean, you guys can get mad at me at this.
I'm sorry.
I think that Stroman tries too hard.
I don't.
I agree. No, I think he does.
I think I would.
I
definitely
think
say
you're saying that he's not because you're a Yankees fan.
I'm a little
And that's
biased.
fine.
I'm a little biased, but I do.
Did you not see him on the Blue Jays?
I will agree with you that he tries, but I just think it doesn't matter though because he looks tough.
But I feel like if you're gonna
Yeah,
it's not
5'8"
really,
guy looks so tough.
but
Whoa,
it's, not,
5'10" on a good day.
it's not really tough though unless you put up the numbers to do so.
I'm sorry. Do
What?
any of us here play for the Yankees?
I was
No,
not
I'm
agreeing with that at all.
Okay.
No, yeah.
But like he goes out there, does all that fancy stuff, all the cool gear, but then puts up a 5 ERA. Like, is it still tough?
I would love to have a 5 ERA for the New York Yankees. I'm sorry. I'm just saying. But
We've gotten far off of the Weaver question.
No.
Yeah,
I
I
just think there's nothing we can really say about it.
I just don't. Do I think that
If we bring a girl on here, we can.
maybe we do I think that our team is full of attractive guys? Heck yeah.
I don't.
It makes sense that we pull attractive women.
But okay, yeah,
It makes sense.
yeah,
You know,
yeah, sure.
I mean, it just goes back to that question.
Are you progressive or?
I feel like the win-loss record, you have to throw that out there too. Like,
I think we're good.
No one wants to date a bad baseball player.
Yeah.
Well.
No, that explains why. That
Well.
explains why I'm single.
No,
I don't play.
No.
The only reason I'm disagreeing with you is because, so I played at Montana State Billings. We had a 10-40 record, and I mean we still had attractive guys dating attractive women.
But that's what I'm saying. It just goes back to attractive. There's just attractive guys out there that play baseball.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that there's not attractive guys that don't play the sports, but attractive dudes play baseball.
Sure.
And it just,
Unless you're like a quarterback.
but I think that also goes to the player. I've talked to some girls about this. It's called the player effect.
Interesting.
It's
Go
called.
on.
It's so yeah. Let me cook.
All right.
Some guys might not just be this attractive guy or might not have an attractive sense to them, but when they're out there pitching, out there catching, out there hitting, there's just something about them that the girls like. Do you guys think that Zion Williamson is an attractive guy?
No, absolutely not.
But him out there doing 360 windmill dunks,
That's pretty cool.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And a girl
Doesn't make me want him.
No, but I wouldn't want it regardless. I wouldn't want it regardless. But to a girl, it has the player effect.
But do you think that plays the same as, can you flip roles here?
We're going to be here for another hour if we're talking about women's sports. We'll be here for another hour. Are we gonna? Should we end this? Should we end
We kind of got.
Can we end the?
We definitely got to wrap this up.
Can we end it with the top 3 most attractive women's sports?
No.
Soccer.